Hi guys and welcome to Simply Hike. Today I'm going to be talking about the Meindl Air Revolution Ultra walking boot. It's a nice lightweight walking boot. It's made out of a suede and synthetic or mesh material, which means it's nice and lightweight. As long as you condition as well the suede itself, it's going to give you a nice fit as well. The boot itself is Gore-Tex, so it is 100% waterproof and lifetime guaranteed. As long as you take care of the Gore-Tex will take care of you. Obviously Meindl have various products as well. You've got the wet proof and you've got the conditioner as well to spray the actual outside of the boot. This will obviously prolong the life of the boot, but working with the suede will actually eventually, once you kind of break the boot in, give you a better fit as well, and obviously stop the boot from drying out. So the boot itself is air active. Now what that means is, depending on the pressure of the boot, obviously there's a pump in the sole. So when you push down like that, what that does, that movement pushes all the hot air of the boot actually out of the boot itself. So where there's the mesh paneling there and on the side there and on the top part there, and basically that enables all the hot air to be pushed out. When you step back on the hill, it actually sucks in the cooler air. So if you've got a really nice breathable sock on, it's gonna work really well with this boot. It's gonna help reduce swelling, obviously keep your feet nice and cool so it doesn't sweat, and also can help prevent getting blisters as well. So that's a really nice little bit of a feature as well. What I'm gonna do as well, I'm going to show you the actual core system that they've put on the actual boot itself. So obviously the boot is air active. Now what that means is, as you can see, if I show you this tongue here, if I actually pop down that there, you have all these, basically, should we say, a sponge material that has all the holes in there for the breathability. Now this is actually going to increase the breathability of the boot as well. So working with the actual air active sole unit, it just basically increases the tongue breathability as well. So it really is going to keep your feet nice and cool. Also, as I said before, it's going to help reduce swelling, sweating, and obviously blisters as well. But the great thing is, obviously, because it's Velcro based, if you don't want to put that, if you want to take that out of your boot, if you're doing a bit, if you've got a thicker sock on and, to make it more comfortable, all you need to do is pull it out and away you go. And it's as simple as a Velcro system as well. But as I say, that basically just increases the breathability factor on the boot, on the front part as well. And as I say, it works really well with the air active. So that's obviously a nice, and to be fair, one of the most key features with the boot itself. As you can see, it's very traditional when it comes to Meindl boots. It's a nice wide entry. Yet again, if you do have a slightly wider foot, you can obviously take that off, pop your foot in, and then just Velcro and attach that back in as well. So it's going to give you, all the options to take your boot off, whether, you've got a thicker sock or wider boot, or as I say, if you're doing a trek and you're halfway up, you just want to take your boots off for a bit for some unknown reason, away you go, you can take that off and hey presto. Obviously you do have two hook eyelets at the top as well as a tongue hook as well. So if we cross over, do that up, go back down, and then let me just knot that back up. Ooh, there we go. So obviously that gives you all the stability that you need at the front. Obviously there's not metal eyelets at the bottom part of the boot, it's just like your synthetic or material, but they work really well with the metal eyelets, so you can actually adjust it pretty easily, whether it's to tighten it up or to loosen the boot off. They all work really well together. Right, so that's kind of the key features, or the specifics, should we say. Let's go through the general all-rounder. You have a really nice solid toe box at the front, so if you are going to be scrambling, if there's going to be a steep descent or a steep ascent, it's going to give you all the protection that you need. Yet again, it's nice and solid, but once your foot's in there, you don't really feel it. It's nice and comfortable on the inside. So as I say, it's going to give you all the protection that you need, but it's not compromising on the comfort. Obviously, the way that the actual grooves and the way that the suede works on the actual grooves of the actual boot enable you, the boot eventually, to actually, won't 100% moulds to the shape of your boot, but it will give you a really nice comfortable fit over time. Yet again, working with the conditioner as well, that will basically home in the actual suede a little bit closer as well. So it definitely is key with that. And that's pretty much what all these grooves along the side here are for. It's to stretch and to mould the suede to, as I say, to fit your foot. That's a great little feature that you have. So also what you do have as well is a nice little, almost like a toe box around the heel, or a heel box as well, giving you that extra protection yet again if you are scrambling. Right, let's take a look at the sole. Obviously the sole itself is a Vibram sole, so absolutely solid, but you've got a nice flexibility as well. And again, as you can see, the flexibility works really well with the grooves of the sole. Now, as you can see, the soles themselves is very quirky. Now, these are basically designed so they can take any type of terrain, whether it'll be a steep descent or ascent where you need to really jam your foot into the side. It's going to give you all the side grip that you're going to need to any really muddy or boggy areas that you're going to be walking in. The depth and obviously the quirkiness is to pretty much cover all terrains. What you won't see actually on this video is that basically pretty much each section of grip has little dimples or little marks, little grooves on the actual inside of the sole. Now these are designed to work on a molecular structure when it comes to ice. So it stops you from slipping over when it's really icy, or yet again when it's really slippery. These work on a micro level to fit in with the actual grooves of the ice themselves, giving you all the grip that you need. I mean, I'm not putting too much pressure on there, and you can see what sort of grip that you're getting on. And that's just on a slightly slippery wooden table. So just think of the results that you're going to get when it comes to actually a slippery or an icy surface. So it's definitely one to look out for. And this is a really great boot from Meindl. Anyway, there we go. So any more information, please visit us at simplyhike.co.uk.